Now for the so-called City Beautiful and home to the Madden studios. This is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League from Orlando, Florida. Tonight it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns and the Orlando Wizards. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. First play from scrimmage. Watson going to throw it. Going out wide, finds Chubb. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Sliding out of the pocket. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson out to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Matt Ioannidis bullying his way in and sticking him to the turf.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Watson changing to play. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They go quickly here out to Moore. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. And again, it's Chubb. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is third down. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Steps away to his left. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard fourth down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. We're scoreless after 1. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So no gain on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Watson, off play action, rolling to his right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
The Browns on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Watson. He'll buy some time right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field. But defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
York able to send this one through. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3. Maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
To the air on first down with Pickett. He stiff arms him. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage. Because man coverage, particularly running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
15 yards on the play, first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. George Pickens. His first touchdown of the new season. And his guys have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Faking the give, now Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties, and then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. They'll roll him out right. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. 23 yards the pickup there.
The Browns needed a true #1 receiver when they dealt for Cooper, and he took on that role immediately. Over 1,100 yards and a career-best 9 touchdowns in 2022. Their now established top target picks up a first down.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Watson. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And this one will be brought back to the 22. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive.
and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Second down and 3. Now Watson, he's going to move him around. To throw on second is Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw, Watson. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Throwing again is Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now for the so-called City Beautiful and home to the Madden studios. This is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League from Orlando, Florida. Tonight it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns and the Orlando Wizards. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now the third-year man, Najee Harris. And he's got, there he goes, right side. Down the right sideline. And down to the 19-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 53 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll run again with Harris. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Najee Harris, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Wizards go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now it's Watson. This is Akins hauling in the short pass. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Now Watson going to change the look here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's more. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. When you look at this defense, they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And now an audible here into something else. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a first down throw. Watson escaping the pressure right. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Brandon, there was more on his mind there than just getting to the first down marker. Saw an opportunity to get a big play and was going to let the defense do a lot to stop him from getting there.
Here's Watson. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Akins. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Out of the gun, Watson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Harrison Bryant, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
From the 23, here's the 2nd and 9. Now Pickett. And his throw here's incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
Fielded at the 20. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Watson changing the play. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
Chubb producing on that run, and he produces year after year for the Browns. 3rd in the league with over 1,500 yards in 2022. He quietly is in the top 20 all-time in both yards and touchdowns in a player's first 5 seasons.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And this is incomplete. But you look at this defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game is sky high. In fact, you'd absolutely be stunned to come away with a loss.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. And now they'll shift things around. Maybe a free play for Watson. Steps away. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Watson now to throw. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 7-7, our score after 1. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him.
That pass complete to Moore. 10 more there and another first down.
Moore graded high on the scale with speed, hands, and route running ability entering the 2021 draft, but had limited chances in his first 2 years with the Jets. Cleveland brought him in to give him a chance to grow into the starter many expected, and sure looks like they made the right decision there.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
Yeah, the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. Moore, the motion man. Now Watson on 3rd and goal. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 5. Pickett will look to throw it here. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Pickett. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the return will stop right around the 25. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. After the interception, here's Watson sliding out of the pocket. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now for the so-called City Beautiful and home to the Madden studios. This is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League from Orlando, Florida. Tonight it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns and the Orlando Wizards. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Pickett. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson rolling to his left. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this. I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, Hey, we got everybody. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Now the NFL's third leading rusher last year. It's Nick Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's Pickett. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. We look at this Browns defense, and they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Here we go. It's Pickett on fourth down. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Touchdown! Deontay Johnson, 65 yards. And the Wizards' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They begin this drive with Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Watson. This is Akins hauling in the short pass. Only able to gain a couple there. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. On the move to his left. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Watson off play action. Rolling to his right. Drops it off for Chubb. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second in a couple. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
When you look at this defense, they come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
This is an area of the game that they definitely have to improve, because right now, against the pass, top 10 in the league. But against the run, that's where the struggles have come in. Got to find a way to make sure they stop runners before they get started.
They'll buy some time right. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. 7-7, our score after one. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson buying time to his left. On ill-advised throw, back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the momentum just continuing to build and build for them. They had the touchdown, their last drive to tie the game. Now their defense does its job, and Charles, all of a sudden, they've got a chance to capture the lead here.
And we're seeing a really nice exhibition of what coaches love to call complementary football. Offense gets a tie, defense does its job, gets the ball right back, and their teammates now have momentum. What a nice job they're doing, all doing it together.
Pickett sets up play action. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. Pickett now from the gun here. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. His 2nd catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw, Pickett. He'll let it fly for Austin. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. Calvin Austin, 64 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. And he returns this to the 22. The Cleveland offense ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time?
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Across midfield, and a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They run again with Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 34. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as he'll go for 2. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Now Pickett. It's brought in by Harris. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Working with a lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again,
or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
They'll throw again with Pickett. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you got the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. And he's got his target, Harris. And he'll be out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
The stretch to right there turned it into a really nice game. Harris is into the end zone. Touchdown. So another touchdown for him on the year now, Charles. He had 2 in the opener last week and hits pay dirt for a 3rd time here.
And with good health, he's got a really good chance to be up there among the leaders in touchdowns scored when this season comes to an end. Quick question, partner. Is it bad luck to toast him with a sports drink?
Not at all, partner. I think that's a fantastic idea. Cheers. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Pickett back to throw. Man open is Robinson. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Pickett will look to throw it here. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw. Pickett. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you
these teams,
to
no
our
doubt, making their
studios here in
final halftime
Orlando.
adjustments
Check
as
in
we
with the
speak.
coach
And
in
for the
our
call
EA
of the
Sports
second
halftime
half,
report.
we get it back out to Brandon Gutton and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Watson, he's going to move him around. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Off of play action, it's Watson. They'll roll him out right. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
On first down, Watson. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Out to his left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their defense just helped him out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
That's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And some space here. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 46 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. To the air on first down with Pickett. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Rodney McLeod in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Pickett's throw complete to Freiermuth.
Head coach is always hard on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. A throw left side, caught by the tight end flyer move. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Pickett to throw on 1st down. Throw left side, held in by Pickens. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Harris running straight ahead and trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Browns drive about to get started. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a... Taking it right down Broadway. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. Inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jordan Akins. 72 yards. And the Browns have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Jesus, second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. 60 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. First down, and they go back to Harris. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 36. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Pickett. A short one there to Farmer. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Boswell's kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. To throw, Watson. And some room to work. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the first down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Well, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call. Forced out to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Watson to throw. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Here's 1st and goal. Watson steps away toward the pylon, caught, and he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown, and now a 2-point conversion, and we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go. The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion. Now Watson. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Everything was riding on that 2-point conversion, and they got it.
They got it. They now have the momentum. Time really dwindling in this game. Now their big deal is make sure they get a good kickoff and don't give up anything big on the defensive end.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Here's 1st and 10. Now Pickett. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Here's 2nd down. Here's Pickett. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Pickett to throw. And this one is incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. First throw in OT for Watson. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, right now, every little bit of yardage helps. So they're obviously well within his range. It's just about keeping the football and getting in the right spot.
Know your kicker. As you mentioned, get it to the right spot, the place that he wants to kick it from. And if you do decide to throw the football, it either goes to your team or no one. It's the only kind of throw you make.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back?
What?
That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Watson. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.